most incredible day as always. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well. In today's video we are doing a reading vlog collaboration, and that is with my amazing friend Kelsey. You guys know her, you guys love her, and I don't actually know what we're going to call this reading vlog yet, but essentially we have picked 3 books for each other to read in a reading vlog. So we've picked one that we're going to buddy read, so both of us will read the same. The second one is a book we've technically bought for each other, whether that be for our past birthdays or something that we haven't read yet. And the third one is a book off our TBR that we think the other person should read. So I have 3 books here. I am so excited to read all 3 of these books. The one I'm going to start with though is actually going to be the buddy read for this video, and I am just so late to the party reading this book. I feel like when this book came out everybody read it straight away, but for me I just couldn't deal with that heartbreak all over again, so I needed time. But that book, of course, is Powerful by Lauren Roberts. Now, if you guys read Powerless, you know what's going to happen at the end of this book, and I just don't know if I'm ready to go through those emotions again, to have my heart shattered into 8 million pieces. So I'm now ready. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna dive in, and I'm gonna dive into Powerful. So that is what we're gonna be reading first in today's video. And then obviously once I finish this one, I will share the other 2 with you. I feel like I will make you wait for those other 2 books. But yeah, this is what we're gonna be reading first. I am so excited to dive in. So let's go. Oh, I hope you enjoyed the video, but let's go. When I tell you, I think I've picked the hottest day ever to film this video, because I just popped into town. I had a few errands to run, and I've been listening to the audiobook for Powerful, which I'll get onto in a second. And I just walked up a hill, dropped some stuff off at my nan's house, walked back here, and I am so hot. I feel like I'm so shiny. Please ignore. Also, we've got a little friend with us for this video. I'm gonna call him Bruce, so everyone say hi to Bruce in the comments. No idea what's going on with that, but anyway, besides the point, I popped into town, as I said. Did I go book shopping? Not intentionally. Not intentionally. Intentionally? Why does that not sound right? Intentionally. You guys know what I mean. What word am I trying to say? Intentionally? Not intentionally. Anyway, I went browsing, had a little look, and I saw that they had this book. Now, before I show you what the book is, can we just appreciate the flop of it? As soon as I picked it up and saw the flop, I was like, gonna have to buy it. This is the paperback version of Foxglove by Adeline Grace. Have I read Belladonna? No, but I've heard that Alexa Ray absolutely loves the series, so I had to pick it up. I instantly just fell in love with the flop of it, just knew I had to get it. And the cover is stunning. Like, can we take a moment? Beautiful. Got it from Waterstones, was $9.99. Absolutely just did not need this book. If you guys have seen my physical TBR video, you know that I don't need any more books, but here we are. Anyway, as I said, I mainly popped into town to do some errands. I had some stuff to pick up for my mum, for my nan. I just wanted to have a little browse, get out the house. I grabbed myself a coffee, I read some of my book, and this book. Now, if you guys have read Powerless, you're going to know what happens at the end of Powerless. So you kind of know what's going to happen at the end of this novella. Now, I am reading this book and I feel like my heart is slowly shattering into a million pieces because I know that Lauren Roberts is going to make me feel like that at the end of this book. And I also know that she's just setting us up to be heartbroken. And I'm reading this and I'm loving it, and I'm loving the two characters featured in this book so much that I know that I'm going to be bawling my eyes out at the end of this book. I have 1.5 hours left. I have been listening to the audiobook as well. So I've got 1.5 hours left of the audiobook and I'm hoping to get it finished ASAP so we can move on to book 2. But yeah, this book, it's killing me, guys. It's so good. It was really, I think it was really necessary because I feel like you are just gonna love the characters even more after reading this book, and I just feel so heartbroken. Just even though I'm reading this and smiling and laughing and like kicking my feet, screaming, etc., deep down I know that she is gonna literally just punch me in the gut and break my heart. So Lauren Roberts, why are you doing this to me? It's just so good. Anyway, if you haven't read this, highly recommend. Really enjoying it. I find it hard to rate. There is a bug. What is that? It's a fly. We're fine. I find it really hard to rate novellas because I feel like unless it's like extravagant, a 5-star novella isn't likely. This is definitely leaning on that 4-star feeling. It's brilliant. It's amazing. But do I love it as much as Powerless? No. But it's just so good. So necessary. I think she is going to write another novella. I think I've heard that she's going to do another novella after Reckless. I could be lying. But anyway, let's finish this book and break our hearts, I guess.
Okay. Growing up, I read books about enchanting bliss, falling head over heels, sealed by a true love's kiss. Embers in the air, flickers everywhere, a fire you just can't miss. Now the older I get, the more I reminisce. I want it sincerely, so I'm still daydreaming. I see it so clearly. If you're out there, come find me. When I fall in love, all the sparks will fly, lighting up the sky like the fireworks on the 4th of July. The city will ignite magic, wonder, thunder, striking through my heart. When I fall in love, all the sparks will fly, looking in his eyes. Why is it seen as naive if I think it's all real? That when you know, you just know.
Okay, so I have 7 minutes left of the audiobook and I feel like it's only appropriate if I film the last 7 minutes and get my raw reaction of the ending, because I can already feel like my throat getting a bit funny and I can feel my eyes watering already because I know what's going to happen, and I am just terrified to read this in her POV. So let's dive into the last 7 minutes, and yeah, I have nothing to say. It's the last 7 minutes, so let's carry on. I'm laughing when I'm literally, my heart's being ripped apart. Wow. Well. Thanks Lauren Roberts for shattering my heart into a million pieces, because that, wow. Do you know what? I knew the ending. Like, I knew what was going to happen, but reading it from her point of view, it just hits different. And like, I just, yeah, wow. Wow. Do you know what? That was something else. Like, that was something else. I don't really know what to say. I loved it. I'm gonna give it 5 stars. I don't even care that it's a novella. This was beautiful. This was heartbreaking. It's exactly what I thought it would be. It was just amazing. Okay, I need to just have a moment because incredible, absolutely insane. So obviously that was the book that me and Kelsey buddy read. So I'm so excited to see her thoughts and opinions on that book, but I just loved it so much. It was so good. So now we're going to be diving in to the next book, which is hopefully going to be a little bit of a change of pace, a little bit less heartbreaking, and hopefully I won't bawl my eyes out to this one. So the book that Kelsey picked me, which she bought for me, is the Lauren Graham Have I Told You This Already? Obviously non-fiction book, and I am so excited to dive into this. This has been a book that I've wanted to read for a long time. I've read her first book and it was just hilarious, incredible, amazing. It was just so good, and I love Lauren Graham so much. So I'm gonna dive into this one next, and hopefully it won't break my heart like the last one. So let's dive into book 2. I'm very excited. If you can't tell from the hideous lighting, it is a few hours later now, and me and Ryan have had dinner, we've walked the dog, and I shouldn't call you the dog, Thor, sorry, I've walked Thor, and I've just sat down and literally just this second started the second book for this video, and I'm already just absolutely loving it, because every time I read a Lauren Graham book, I mean, granted, I've only read one of her books before, but when I was reading that book, I read it in her voice, and I think that is what makes it funny. Like, I was just reading a section that said, what is this book even about if I'm not going to explain the final 4 words or tell you who the father is of Rory's baby? I just feel like we are all reading this thinking the same thing, and I'm just really enjoying it so far. I've literally just read the introduction, but I'm already feeling that really like cozy, funny kind of vibe from this book. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it so far, and I'd love to know down below, if you watched Gilmore Girls, are you a Jess, Dean, Logan kind of gal? And also, who do you think the father is of Rory's baby? Spoiler alert. If you haven't watched Gilmore Girls and you want to, spoiler alert, who do you think the baby daddy is? Because I mean, I want it to be Logan's, but then I really wanted her to end up with Jess at the end, because I feel like they suited the best because of the whole Logan situation. But yeah, I don't know. Let me know down below. But yeah, let's dive in. I am literally on the introduction, so the page isn't even at number 1 yet, but I'm already smiling to myself, which is a good sign. So I know full well that I'm gonna edit this clip and I'm gonna look at myself and go, Melody, why did you take off your makeup? And why have you put your glasses on? Well, I'll tell you for why, future me. It's because I'm struggling to see words now, because I have somewhat decent eyesight, but I need to wear glasses when I go on a computer, and especially when I read, like my eyes get so tired that all the words start blurring together. So I've put my spectacles on. I've also taken off my makeup. So Bruce is Brucing. He's here with a vengeance. And honestly, I know it's a hormonal spot, it's never going to come to anything. So we're going to deal with this for a few days. So hopefully you guys can deal with Bruce. Say hi to Bruce in the comments. Anyway, I am on page 13, chapter 2, and chapter 2 is called Boobs of the 90s. So I have no idea what chapter 2 is going to be about. I'm really enjoying it so far. I don't have much to update you on because it's not like a story. I mean, it is snippets of her life, but it's not like a storyline book, if that makes sense. So I think each chapter is just about something different within her life. So I'm really enjoying that aspect because I feel like this is the sort of book you could pick up, read a chapter, put it down, pick it back up again, and you don't really need to remember what you just read, if that makes sense. So anyway, we're on chapter 2 and I am just really enjoying it. So if you guys want a non-fiction book to read and you're a Gilmore Girls fan, I highly recommend this one. The other book, I will say, definitely did feature a bit more of Gilmore Girls. I don't think this one is going to really feature a lot of it, so if you kind of prefer that, then maybe read her other book, but this one is also really good. So yeah, let's carry on. And again, I'm sorry that I look like an 80-year-old woman. I know, it's just not. And also my top is kind of blending in with the background, so I'm just a floating head at this point. Anyway, gonna carry on reading. Let's go. I have actually moved from this spot. I feel like I've been sat here for hours today. I am 75 pages into this book. It's only 184 pages. So like I'm really kind of getting through this. I am loving this. It's a really fun insight to Lauren Graham's life. I also didn't realize she actually has wrote 3 more books before this one. I've only read one of them. So I'm obviously gonna have to get the other 2 because I need to like know every single thing about my favorite person in the world. So yeah, I'm definitely going to read those as well, but I'm just really enjoying this book. If you guys honestly want a non-fiction book and you are a Gilmore Girls stan, trust me, just pick this one up. It is so good, very easy to read. As I said, you could literally read 1 chapter, 4 chapters and not have to like worry too much about what you're reading, if that makes sense. Like it just flows easily, and I've only been reading this for literally a couple of hours and I've read 70 pages, so that shows that I'm really interested. So yeah, I'm absolutely loving it, and I just wanted to give you a little update. I don't know if I'm gonna update you guys much for the rest of the evening, if I'm honest, because it is currently 23:35 and I think Ryan's just got back from the pub. So yeah, I'm gonna try and read a little bit more and then go to bed and hopefully finish this tomorrow. So I'll see you guys then. Good morning, everybody. It is the next day. I have 0 ounces of makeup on, so please just excuse it, but I'm about to carry on with my reading. I have got to pop out in about 10 minutes though, so I don't have an awful lot of time, but I thought I'd just jump on and say good morning, and I'm going to read a little bit more. We are currently on page 90, and again, I am just obsessed with it. We have less than 100 pages to go, and I would really love to finish this today, so let's keep going. It's been a little while since I saw you guys last. I think it's been about 1 or 2 weeks now, but since then I have obviously finished Have I Told You This Already by Lauren Graham. This was so incredibly good. If you love Gilmore Girls and you love Lauren Graham like I do, like this was a must read. I gave it a 5-star, and I don't really want to tell you guys too much about it because I feel like going in to somebody's like autobiography completely blind, it is just the most amazing thing to read, and I absolutely loved it. So that is my wrap up on this one, a very quick one, but as I said, I don't want to go into too much detail, but you guys have to read this again if you are a Gilmore Girls stan like me. amazing. So while I've got you guys, I thought I would introduce you to book 3 of this video, and that is Red, White and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston. Now, have I started this book? Yes, I have. We are 174 pages in. I haven't updated you, I haven't sat down with you because I have just been in my own kind of world with this book. It is so good, it's so cute. You basically have 2 characters. You've got Alex and you've got Henry. They are both part of royal families, or royal families I suppose, like famous families to do with the president, to do with the queen, etc. However, they are from England and America. They are also technically like, it was like a rivals kind of situation, so like they didn't like each other, but you sort of find out that they do like each other. They have a soft spot for each other, and it is such a cute read. I don't know if this is going to be a 5-star read by any means. I'm leaning on a 4 at the moment, so I'm excited to see where it takes us and to see whether my opinions change, but it is just such a beautiful story, and I love the writing style. Like, the writing style is really easy to read. The only thing, it is in 3rd person, which, if you guys don't know, like, 3rd person makes me want to like throw up, like it's gross. But to be honest with you, I'm not really finding it hard in this book to read 3rd person, so I'm really enjoying it. I'm finding it just really light-hearted, a really fluffy romance, and I'm really loving it. So let's dive into the 3rd book. I'm sorry I haven't updated you guys so much, but yeah, so far it's just been kind of like enemies to lovers, just amazingness. I'm obsessed. So let's carry on reading. In love with it. Okay, so I'm finally sitting down because we have finished Red, White and Royal Blue. Now, I won't lie to you guys, I expected to give this one a 5 stars. Did I give it a 5 stars? No, I didn't. I gave this one a 4 stars, which I still think is really, really good because I love a good 4-star read. However, what I will say, I think I just expected to love it more. I did really love it, don't get me wrong. I think it deserves the 4-star rating. However, I just don't think I'm going to ever reach to pick this up again or kind of be thinking about it for months on end. Do you know what I mean? Whereas for me, a 5-star read is you have to read this right now, and I also cannot stop thinking about it because it's just so good kind of book. So yeah, this is a 4-star read. Essentially, you have Henry and Alex. They're both within the kind of royalties of different countries, and it is like an enemies to lovers kind of vibe, which was so much fun to read, and I did really love that aspect. So again, it was a 4-star read. I did really, really enjoy it. I just don't know whether I would read it again. It's a hard one, but I think it deserves 4 stars. So that is what I'm going to stick to. I would definitely recommend it if you want to read like a male-male romance, something really fluffy and really light-hearted and warm and kind of just that makes you kick your feet a little bit. Like, this is the perfect book, and yeah, I don't regret it at all. I did really, really love this one. It just wasn't my fave. Like, it didn't hit me as much as, say, like this one did. I feel like that is what I'm relating it to, and I'm kind of comparing them both, is that this made me unconditionally sob, this one did not. So this one gets a 5 stars, this one gets a 4. So these are the 3 books that we read in today's video. I really hope you guys did enjoy, and obviously please do not forget to go and watch Kelsey's video. I will leave her channel down below. Make sure you go and give it a watch, and you guys can see what books I picked for her to read. I am really excited to see her video, and this was just so much fun. So if you guys managed to get to this point in the video, please leave me a comment down below. I just dropped them, 1 second. Anyway, please leave me a comment down below with the little brown bear emoji so I know that you guys got to the end. And also leave me a comment down below if you guys have any kind of reading vlog requests, ideas, anything like that. Please let me know down below because I would love to know. Thank you so much for watching as always. I love you so incredibly much. You have no idea. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.